definitely learned that because I have grown so much and I have like two chats and so many things going on at once, that maintaining boundaries is a big, big, big thing. And
Yeah.
I feel like as
Amen.
streamers, people like to cross that boundary so
All the time.
much.
All the time.
Yeah.
Whenever they think
And
they can
I'm
have a
like,
chance. Okay. All right, what's going on, people? Welcome to another episode of Fireside Gamer Stories. I'm your host, Commando FDW. I got my co-host, the amazing BKB, and of course, we have our special guest tonight, the one and only Summer Skins. Summer Skins 90.
Welcome, welcome.
hi.
How are
Hi,
you
everybody.
today?
I'm doing great. How are you guys?
Oh, fantastic! Great to have you on. Been wanting to have
Yeah.
you on for a long time. Definitely, let's just start off by telling the audience a little bit about yourself, who you are, and what you do.
Okay. Hi, I'm Krista, but everybody calls me Summer or SummerSkin90. I'm a Just Dancer variety streamer. I am also a model and actor. I am a content creator on TikTok. I've been doing it for, gosh, over 10 years now.
Oh
Um,
wow.
I also work full time at a children's hospital, and yeah, I like to make a difference in people and kids' lives. Yeah, that's a
Which
little
is
bit about me.
which is so crazy. 'Cause I love that. The little bit about you is like you have such a tier list of so many things you do. Like, just for starters, just having a
Yeah,
full-time job in
exactly.
general is rough. To have a full-time job in a medical field as well as all the things you've accomplished, that is so impressive.
Thank you. Yeah,
I
I know it's
completely
hard. It's
agree.
not easy.
So yeah, I
Not
mean,
at
let's
all.
start.
Sounds like
Oh yeah, go ahead, B.
sounds no, just wanted to say it sounds like a lot of, work. But whether you make it, to have fun with it, and enjoy it, that's what matters. But praise to you to pull it
Yes.
off, A lot of people just do maybe barely one thing, in life, but if you manage to do multiple, then yeah,
Yeah.
good
So
job.
seriously,
Thank
like
you.
honestly, uh, leading into that question, because like that's I feel like that's like a challenge that most people, especially taking in like content creation, trying to make that as a profitable career. Like, how are you managing on your time, all your time? Like, how is scheduling look for you? Because that's like the hardest thing.
So I will say I only work 3 days a week, 12-hour shifts, and it's day shift. I did work nights for a very long time, like 8 years
Oof.
plus. But now I'm on
Okay.
day shift, and so I've been able to really focus on a good timing. That's great for me for when I do my making my content. So I usually do that in the morning. I make sure I get enough rest. Because if I don't get enough rest, then I'm not going to be doing well and perform well on my content and on my streams. Some days I'm like, you know what? It's not a stream day, it's just a content day. And so I'll make multiple videos and then do some editing um, the like before I do a stream that day. So then I can post a video before I live stream. And I
Mm,
could try to consistently have the stream around the same time. But I also,
Correct.
have flexibility. Sometimes things come up,
yeah.
and that's how it goes. But it can be a little hard some days. I will say, like, to have enough energy to be like on point on the screen to talk to
Yeah.
everybody. But I do the best I can with everybody that comes in.
Yeah, you're very
Yeah.
attentive to your chat. Like, anytime anyone hops in, you say what up to each and every person. And mind you, she's not like just like a sitting and chilling streamer. She's doing Just Dance and dancing around, moving and gyrating for hours, and still paying attention is crazy.
Yeah, and I'm very organized. Like, here I'll show you. I have my book here, and I write
Oh,
down, like, I don't know if you can see it. It might be, oh, my light's so
yeah,
bright.
but I do see there's a lot of
I write.
writing
Oh,
on
here we
there.
go. There we go. So I write a lot, but I organize myself because if I don't, I am gonna be like all over the place.
Yeah.
Um, and then I also, oh, what else do I do? I have two chats going at the same time because I multi-stream on Twitch and TikTok at the same
Correct.
time. And
That's a
Twitch
lot.
actually is slower than TikTok, and TikTok is where I mostly talk to most people because it's way
It's a
faster
lot quicker.
pace.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
That's actually
So,
okay. I
and I
didn't think of
have the
that.
chats next to each other so I can see and I look back and forth. But I
Yeah.
always, when I'm dancing, that's my break from talking, right? Everybody watches
Yeah.
me dance, they listen to the music. I come back, and then that's when I look at the chat and I read back to see what I
Yeah.
missed. And then,
Hmm.
yeah, I try to catch up on it.
That is
Although some people are demanding, they're like, keep dancing. And I'm like, hello,
really.
robot.
I did not see that coming. I'm like, yeah, you can't just keep dancing. Like,
I mean, yeah, you don't have to take, you know, every person seriously. Some people just,
yeah, like, hold on, hold your
type
horses.
what, yeah, type whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's what.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've definitely learned that because I have grown so much and I have like two chats and so many things going on at once, that maintaining boundaries is a big, big, big thing. And
Yeah.
I feel like as
Amen.
streamers, people like to cross that boundary so
All the
much.
All the time.
Yeah.
Whenever they think
And
they can
I'm
have a
like,
chance.
mm,
Like, ugh.
no.
It's it's like reading comments, right? You just
Mhm.
filter it out. Like there's always gonna be a hater, there's always gonna be a weirdo, there's always gonna
It's gonna
be
be
a
a weirdo.
creep. You just like filter it out. Either you kick them out, ban them, or you just ignore them because they're
Mhm.
additional viewer. You know that helps the algorithm. But regardless, you just can't take it personal, especially in the
Mm-mm.
internet. You know, then you probably are not mentally in a good space if you take everything so
Yeah,
personal. If you
true.
know.
Yeah.
And another thing is that what can help you, because like a lot of us nowadays feel tired doing things, and it's okay because we do things, but at the same time it does come. I can't be the one saying it because recently like my lifestyle hasn't been the healthiest, but when I did, for example, when I did compete, right,
Mhm.
and play 10 hours a day, like diet and exercising was a very big part of it,
It's
and
very
it
important.
actually, yeah, it's very important, and anyone can say anything, but at the end of the day, if you do exercise and if you do eat healthy, you're gonna feel so much better, and
Mhm.
that is that extra that can
Yeah,
help
that's just the
you
truth.
pull through the end of the day with doing 100% efficiency.
I agree. I mean, that's why I play Just Dance a lot, because it's actually helped
Yeah.
me physically and mentally. And I know like people are like, "Oh my gosh, how you dance Just Dance all the time?" I'm like, "I'm literally doing it because it helps me, and then also it connects with other people."
Yeah.
And it gets you moving. Like, I do love video games and I love sitting for hours. Don't get me wrong. I used to play 13 to 16 hours of, Horizon to Final
Oh,
Fantasy,
yeah.
those types
Let's
of
go.
games. And but I also really love moving my body. I last few years I've dealt with a lot of health issues myself, found out I have scoliosis in my back, and I've had a tear in my back from a car accident, and I've had my gallbladder removed, and I've
Oh
just had a lot
my.
of things going on.
Yeah.
And I've had to adjust my life so that I could be healthier, that I could be mentally present,
Yeah.
things like that. And I would say streaming has really helped me in so many ways, more than other people think it does.
Hmm.
Some people are like, "Oh, you're just sitting there playing video games." I'm like, "No, I'm not. I'm
So
I'm
much
helping
more.
other people. I'm helping myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, in
Yeah.
first place, you are helping yourself. You have
Mhm.
another purpose. Whether it be a hobby, another way of income. Regardless, you're doing your thing, and at the same time, like what we talked about last episode of someone, for example, doing a charity stream, you're
Mhm.
already doing a good deed. You're doing something good for someone. And even if you're not doing a charity stream, but if you're having a regular stream and you're entertaining someone, it means you're already adding some kind of value in a
To
positive
someone's
way,
life. Yep.
because
Yep.
if someone's having a bad day, they turn on your stream,
And you make them
whether
feel a
they
little
know
better.
you or yeah, and then makes them feel better.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Which perfect segue into that because actually, Summer, I know that you said that you work in the medical field on the daytime
Mhm.
in your day job, but also you do actually a lot of charity work on your streams. Which and I think the last one you've been making so much like donations for these kids, and it's crazy to watch. Like I am so impressed, and it's not even like
Nice.
not even just only impressed of like how how you're hitting your goals, but like
Mhm.
how much you've actually given back to your community, to the kids, like what when did you decide, like when did you realize that you can cross the two, like you can use your platform to start helping for the kids, like when did you decide that you were ready to do charity work essentially?
I will say, I mean, I wanted to do charity streams in the beginning, but when I was talked to my husband, because my husband actually, he was the one that was like my biggest support. He was the one that built me my computer for streaming, and
Oh,
he's like, "Here, let's start doing this for you." And I said, "Okay." Um, at first, I was really like not that I didn't have very many people in, and so I think if you have, even though they say you can stream with only like a few people, and I get
uh-huh.
that, but like if you want to make things happen, you got to first grow your audience and your community before you start doing charity streams. If you want to make an actual difference, I know like, hey, I just got $20 and that's all I raised this month. That's awesome. But
Still
if
great.
you want to make a punch in the wall to be like, I'm making a difference, like you have to have that community standing behind you. And like I was
Mm.
dual streaming and it was a little hard, I will say, because TikTok, when you do charity streams, they don't like it at all. They're very
Yeah.
particular. And
Mm,
so it was hard, but it was really good. It did turn out really well
Yeah.
because I mean, I've been raising for St. Jude Children's Foundation. It was just last year I raised $1,000. It was my first
okay.
time ever raising 1,000, but I had previous year raised 500, so I've raised over 1,500 for St. Jude.
Heck yeah.
And then this and then last year I also, not last year, the year before that, I did Starlight and I did 300 for the
Oh, in
first
the
time, and I was
Starlight.
like, oh, let's try this out because December is really hard to do
Yes.
charities because Christmas is expensive, families are in need,
Yeah,
there's a lot of kids
everyone's
in
in like
need.
a deficit at that point,
Yes. But I did reach my goal like in 5 days,
which is
and it's supposed to
amazing.
be 12 days of streaming. Yeah.
Crazy.
Like
But
you're
this,
doubling all the time, so next time's gonna be 2K, and then it's
right?
gonna be 4K.
Yep.
Yeah, so
So
let's
just
go.
this past year in December, for Starlight Children's Foundation, my goal was 500. I just decided to do an extra 200. I was like, I know it's hard, and
Yeah.
500. Frickin' Tiltify came in my stream while I was
That's
blindfolded
right.
playing
Wow.
Tekken 8 with my friend. My friend, he's a streamer, and he came over and helped me do a charity stream. And all of a sudden, the stream's going crazy. There's a bunch of sounds going on. I'm like,
Everything
I
is
don't know
going
what's going
off.
on. They donated over $400, which doubled the amount that I had, and I was almost to 1,000. And I actually did hit 1,000 in
Yeah.
December for Starlight Children's Foundation, which actually they give back. And I've seen their gaming systems in the hospital that I work at, which is incredible. So
Wow.
It
I know
actually
that
does
I'm actually
benefit them.
doing something and I actually see it in person, and it's incredible feeling. I have goosebumps right now.
Yeah, no,
An
it was,
incredible
dude.
feeling.
I was in that stream.
Amazing.
I joined. I was watching the whole time, but then literally I heard you start screaming and bugging out, and I'm like, wait, what's happening? Because I think I was like editing or something like that. I turn around and like I'm looking at the chat. I'm like, wait, what? Like, hold on.
Yeah. It was
Like,
it, yeah. I'm so thankful that there are people out there that have blessed me to become this successful. I mean, I can't do it without my community,
mhm,
really. I mean, yes, my personality and yes, my strength and determination really pushes through, but
yeah.
at the same time, it's the community that really helps you along the way.
Honestly,
Regardless, regardless, you can tap your, give a little pat on your shoulder because that's very amazing what
it's
you
pretty
achieved, you
crazy.
know. So yeah,
Thank
hopefully,
you.
obviously, I don't. Some people do it for karma points, some people don't, but it always comes back. So, and it comes usually when you least expect it. So yeah, you have a bright future coming. Keep at it.
Oh, the future's
Oh, thank
already
you.
bright. I mean, she's already shining like a diamond over there.
Well, I will say, so like how I said I'm an actor, I have been on commercials.
Oh
My
shoot.
biggest commercial was for a La Victoria Salsa commercial, and that was literally right when COVID happened. And they're like, "Do you still want to do it?" And I said, "Yeah, of course I want to do it." And I that was the coolest and most
You're on a
amazing
freaking
experience ever.
commercial. Holy crap.
Yeah.
You're like, official.
I guess so. I'm hoping to do more. I've done like a few other commercials. I did like organ, about organ stuff. There's a bar that we were filming at, and then I did a commercial for veterans credit union, and so like I've just done several things. I've been on Grimm, Librarians, Pretty Little Liars,
Stop
The
it.
Perfectionist. Yeah,
Stop it.
Trinkets,
What
which is
the
on
hell?
Netflix.
You're
I've
famous.
done so many cool stuff.
I know all those shows. I was like, wait a minute, hold up. You're hitting with too much right now.
I have friends in Portlandia, which is super cool. That's actually what I wanted to try to be in, but I didn't get to be in.
Oh my god. Okay.
Is this something? Is this just a quick question? Is this something you're actually pursuing, like to become like a main thing, or you just want to do whatever you feel like you're doing, like streaming, acting, just
whatever. I just felt like I just wanted to like get myself out there, and the opportunity presented itself. I always say, like, don't just put yourself in a box. Get yourself out of that box and do different things. You just never know what's going to happen.
Honestly.
And I feel like so many people, so working in the health field, I see so many people literally stuck in a box. That's all they do. They're like, I'm a nurse. That's all I am. And I'm like, no, you're not. You're more than that. It's like, oh, I'm an accountant. That's all I'm at. No, you're not. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm just a gamer. No, you're not. You're more than that. You know what I mean? There are more to people than they believe in themselves. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
True.
I like that.
It's true.
So actually, perfect piggyback off of Arthur, because that's always been something that I've always been curious about, just in general. Of like, as far as acting goes, there's no real like set way to get a job. You know what I mean? There's no like, you don't just fill out a resume and like you get selected based on your resume. Like, you have to go to auditions and do all these things. How did you enter this realm? Like, how did you even get into acting? And like, how can you procure these jobs?
So I'm not gonna lie. So I'm in Oregon, and the acting industry isn't that competitive like in LA, where everybody wants to be an actor. Correct. Everybody wants to be a model. And up here, it's like really chill. And a lot of jobs are not like unionized. So some of them, like if you want to get like an actual like a union job, those ones are more for the auditions. And I will say, for the commercial, they actually reached out to me with my profile, had me come in for an audition, but they already knew that I was going to be the part. They just wanted me to do a few things. I was said, what? And they're like, yeah, you already got the part. And I was like, oh, okay.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But for the back in the day when I first got into Grimm, I just put a profile up wanting to be in Portlandia, but they saw my profile later down the road for Grimm, and so they needed background extras. And so I did that, and I just been doing a lot of background work, which it doesn't pay a huge amount, but it's still like they feed you. Cool. They have buffets. You get to be on set. Course. It's so cool. You get to meet people. Like, some people are like, oh yeah, I'm a doctor and I just do this on the side. Or, oh yeah, I travel all over the United States and do acting gigs. They're just extras. Or I don't know. It's just like really cool. You meet all sorts of people. You meet people on set. You can't technically talk to the actors, but you can like talk to the staff that's there, and like they'll recognize you and like recommend
you want to talk to.
Yes, because they'll help recommend you for other like acting stuff.
Yeah, of course.
So networking, and they say like if you're nice and like positive and listen and things like that, like the things that they're looking for, you'll get more opportunities for acting.
I mean, that
only makes sense. Yeah.
I feel
it's everywhere though.
Everywhere,
because it's one of the things that I've been thinking about recently, like at least over the past 2 years, because like, I used to be such a negative person. Like, you can ask anyone that knew me when I lived in New York, like, they'd be like, oh yeah, this guy is not the same person I grew up with, like, at all. Like, I was way more pessimistic about life in general. And then, like, moving out here, I met a couple people and they're just like, "Yo, you ever heard that saying, fake it till you make it?" And I was like, "Well, yeah." They're like, "Well, do that with positivity. Like, even in the worst time, just stay positive during everything. Just fake it until you." And like literally, since I've been doing that, every door swings open, and it's just ridiculous how a simple mind change changes everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's real.
No, that is so freaking cool.
I mean,
Which,
like, it's when I was at TwitchCon too, there are so many people that I connected with just because of my personality, just
oh
the
yeah,
presence that I bring.
so I met you.
And I got so many, yeah, you met me, and like interviews with Elgato and interviews with the live Twitch couch thing that they had, and like
Yeah,
I met Dan Clancy several times,
yeah.
and
Shout out to Dan.
yeah,
Love
so
that man.
I mean,
So actually, another perfect segue because I was wanting to bring this up. Uh, During this year's TwitchCon, you were,
Mhm.
I believe, you were participating in a Just Dance event, and I think they made a giant announcement. Would you like to tell everyone here a little about
Yeah.
what happened?
So another big thing happened this year. Well, actually, at TwitchCon in October, they surprised me and told everybody that I was the newest team member to Team Center Stage, which is incredible because they actually like go to St. Jude's hospital and like raise money for St. Jude, and it's like a big official thing. They do like a dance-a-thon in May, and I'm just looking so forward to it.
That's gonna be so cool.
So many people already thought I was in Team Center Stage, so it was really funny. But I'm
I'd be
really
like
happy.
that. Like you're already so famous, we just assumed you were already a part of it.
Yeah, that's true.
Which that is
Well, because I was
so
doing so much
crazy.
Just Dance content already, but they were
Yeah.
like, "Well, why isn't she in here?" But that's just how it goes, I guess. You have to wait for a little while,
Yeah, it's
and that's
always
okay.
your time.
Yeah.
Everyone has their own timing.
Yeah, just keep
And
building.
I did tell a few of them, I said, if I didn't get in, it's okay. I will still keep doing what I do
Of
because
course.
I have gotten to where I am today because of myself and because of the determination that I have. It's not because of everybody else, it's because of what I've done. So
Seriously.
it's been a lot of work.
Which
Literally,
is-
I'm like, sleep for 1,000 years. Just kidding.
No, I mean, you of all people definitely deserve it. You are clearly a very hardworking person, like hands down.
Thank you.
Like, you have not let anything stop you. You've been pushing to such great heights, and I've loved to see it.
Thank you.
Like, what I've only known you for like about 2 years now, and like in just the 2 years alone, I'm just like Jesus Christ. Like, I'm so glad that I can say like, oh yeah, I know her.
A lot of people are gonna be like, I know her, like I know you, and I'm like, oh gosh.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Oh yeah.
I hope it doesn't become like that in my real life because I think it's gonna be really hard to get around if people are gonna be like, oh my god, I know her.
Like, oh, well, I mean, I feel like the next step is definitely like, watch, you're gonna be in the next Just Dance. You're gonna be one of the people that are dancing in the game, and then they're gonna all recognize you.
I'm praying for
And then
that.
that's
I'm
it.
praying for
then
that.
that's a wrap. Like, then you get just complete popularity across the board. Everyone's gonna know you.
Yeah,
Which,
very true.
so like, and it's crazy because like, yeah, a lot of your content is Just Dance, and like, clearly that's how you've grown. That's how people have gotten eyes on you. What, like, because like, what was your like? Because obviously you've probably been gaming forever. What was like your first intro into games like that? You're like, oh my god, I love games, and then what switched to be like, oh, I love dancing in a game instead, like way more.
Well, when I first started streaming, I will say I would stream myself like with my boombox and like play Bruno Mars and just dance around and like do
Oh.
freestyle on
Okay.
on Lively, which was on Musically back in the day when it was
Yep.
Musically, not TikTok now.
Yeah.
And but then I would also do drawing streams because I love drawing a lot. And but then I first started streaming Animal Crossing because that was like the easiest chill one to do,
Nice
and
way
I
to
was
begin.
like,
Yeah,
oh, I'm just.
pretty
And so that's
popular.
where,
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
and that's
super
where I
popular.
grew. Like people like shouted me out on TikTok randomly, and then all of a sudden my account went from 19 people to like 150, and the next thing I know was 500, and the next thing I know was 1,000. It was crazy. I just grew so fast
Yeah.
on Twitch, but now it's kind of changed a lot. So, it's a little hard, but I'm I feel like my Just Dance, when I found out that people were playing Just Dance on there, that's what inspired me. Now, I will say I wasn't the greatest. And like freestyle is so different from playing Just Dance. And I was so used to freestyling dancing, but when I have to follow a choreographed thing at like
Yeah,
a perfect time,
Yeah.
and if the capture card is off or if your settings off on OBS, it's just a mess.
Yeah.
And learning all of that aspect was a lot, but it was worth
yeah,
it. And now when I stream, everybody's like, wow, your streams are literally top tier. And I said, thank you.
Yeah.
It took me a little bit to get here, but we all learn every step of the way when we're streaming, when we're gaming. We rewatch our VODs, we
Yep.
see, oh crap, look at that. What was I thinking,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
that's how we learn. And it's okay
yeah,
to make mistakes.
yeah.
Mm.
It's just putting hard work and making it pay off. You know.
Mhm.
Seriously. No. 100%. No, especially so because like you did bring up like Twitch is getting a little. It's different than when we first started. I think
Yeah.
that everyone can agree that it has grown. It has changed in such different ways. That like monetization, discovery, all that kind of stuff. Even the algorithm,
Mhm.
everything has just been like tweaked so differently nowadays. Uh, but you said you dual stream. What
Mhm.
what way made you decide that you would put time and effort into streaming on TikTok?
Well, because I already had a big following on TikTok,
Oh,
and so I was trying to get people to jump over to Twitch.
yeah,
And when I personally
Mm,
talked to Dan Clancy, he had said that it's good to multi stream. And I was like, okay, we're going to figure this out. For
yeah,
a while, though, I was only streaming on TikTok because Twitch was just like
not doing it for
not
you.
really my thing.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, it was fine, but it was just like, like my Just Dance streams, like literally 0 to 1 person showed up. So I was like, on TikTok, I was getting between, 20 to 50 people. And I'm
yeah,
like, I might as well stream there and just build it
and
up.
build that up. Yeah,
Uh huh.
yeah,
okay.
Follow my analytics to where it's gonna be better for me. And then after a while, after when I went to TwitchCon for my first year, I
Okay.
decided I should go back to Twitch. But ADAM came out, and ADAM changed things so that I could utilize OBS to TikTok Live Studio,
Yes.
and now I can dual stream, and it works perfectly fine. And I can do all my silly things, and
Mhm.
my raining tacos. Everybody loves that, so
My raining
I have a lot of fun
tacos.
things. I have a lot
yeah.
of
My
fun
kids
things.
love it too.
Oh gosh. No.
But yeah,
That,
if your PC allows it, I think you can even start YouTube live streaming. It's just the question if you're able to handle 3 live chats,
I
as an
have.
example.
I was like,
I have.
yeah,
I
that's rough.
did YouTube for a little bit, and what I found was YouTube kind of sucks about copyright, and
Oh
that's
yeah.
why I'm holding off on streaming
Mm,
my Just Dance streams. I have a few up there, but literally after 2 hours, it will take my stream down. It'll
Yep.
be like there's too many copyright,
You're
and
getting
so
too
I'm
many
like,
strikes.
great.
okay.
So
Yeah, that
that's
must be
why
a
I
whole
stream
nother
Twitch and
difficulty.
TikTok.
And I always wondered
Yeah.
that too because like I remember like obviously I've never done Just Dance, especially not on stream. But I play like GTA and like you get in the car and you listen
Hmm.
to the radio. And then like your whole VOD's muted and I'm like, "Wait, but I'm listening to the game music." Like
Hmm.
but like
Yeah.
so I can't like I always wondered like how does Just Dance operate because all of their music is literally radio music and like things that are famous and definitely like So that makes a lot of sense. I'm surprised that even Twitch and TikTok let you do.
Hmm. Yeah, well, I mean, TikTok's a music app, so they allow that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then
Yeah,
Twitch, they just mute the parts that are copyright. So
Yeah.
people still watch my VODs. I look at my numbers. I'm like,
People
wow, I
watch
have
it even
like
though it mutes.
400. Yeah, even if it's muted, people love to watch it because,
Hmm.
people watch videos in silent anyways, right?
yeah, yeah,
Sometimes.
That is
yeah, yeah.
true. That is a very good
So,
point.
They might just want to see your dance moves, you know?
yeah, that's right. They're learning.
Yeah, exactly. No, and that's so crazy because like, and especially I will say especially with your Just Dance content, like even your short form content has gotten incredibly like polished.
Oh, thank you.
This
Thank
is the
you.
best way I can say that. Just
Yeah.
super polished. Like, you said you had a hard time starting because you were doing freestyle. How long did it take you? Do you think that you've? Because I feel like now at this point, you're one of like the gurus. I feel like there's a couple of Just Dance people I started watching, but I'm like, oh no, like you're not beating Summer. Like she knows them moves down pat.
Even some of the maps I've never done, I'm like, some of the moves are the same
Yeah,
compared
you're
to
like,
like
"I'll
other
figure it out."
maps.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm like, yeah, I'll figure it out. Well, you
Crazy
saw, do you
work.
see me that I play Dance Central also, and I've done Zumba,
Ooh.
and I've done the hip hop dance experience. I recently got the Michael Jackson dance experience,
Oh
so I've been
shoot.
playing those too. Hmm.
Oh dang. Okay, so you also branch out because those are different movements, especially the Dance Central one. Like I feel like
Yeah,
that's the one that
it's more
I
hip hop.
tried.
Hmm. And I love hip hop.
Oh, is that
I
what it
love
is?
it
It's
so
just more. It's
much.
just more oriented towards like hip hop than it is like
Hmm.
like in like a general broad thing.
Yeah, it has
Oh,
disco. It also has like some techno in it. Like what's the song? The Maya He songs on there, and like
okay,
hot stuff, or
that's different.
I'm trying to think. Yeah. Do you think you're better
Oh,
alone?
actually,
It has
I
that
would get. I would.
song in
I'd play
there.
Those,
that. I'd play that game
those
just
are
for that song.
classics.
Yeah,
Those
Yeah,
are
I
classics.
know.
just for that song, I'd play it. No.
Yeah, so it just has a lot of good songs, and I work a lot of Thursdays, so I don't really get to do Throwback Thursday too often.
Yeah.
But when I have that day off, because I have themed days, I play that first, and everybody's like, "Why aren't you playing Just Dance?" I'm like,
How
Dance
dare you?
Central is like Just Dance,
Yeah,
but
it's
it's like
literally the same
different.
thing.
Yeah, I don't know. People like they just get all like I said, put in a box, and they don't get outside of that box. Um, so that's why I
You're right.
try to educate people and show that I can do other
Yeah.
things besides just dance. Because I am a Just Dancer. Don't get me wrong. This is my Just Dance jacket,
Oh,
but official merch. But
okay.
I
Stunning.
I don't want to be just put in a box.
Yeah.
Although the algorithm on TikTok is putting me in a box. If I play other games besides Just Dance, my streams aren't pushed out as much. But I also noticed
Oh.
that on Twitch too. So I don't know if Twitch
They
kind of
also are doing the
favors
same
certain
thing.
games. Yeah, it's starting to do the
Ah.
same thing. Yeah.
That's so. See, that's good. That's good detail looking at and like the algorithm. That's smart because, yeah, that I feel like that's always, especially for a lot of content creators, whether you're streaming or just doing short form content, like you'll get hits doing the same thing, and then like you want to show people something else, and you branch out, and then all of a sudden you're not getting the same hits, and it's not, and you
Mhm.
notice it's just not getting pushed
And
out to new people as much, and it's like
yeah.
they really want you to stay in your own lane. So no,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very
it's
good.
not only it's not only algorithm. At least when, for example, you stream like a specific game, right? You get this viewership, and they're used to streaming this game, and there might be various reasons that they're just watching you, because of your gameplay or your commentary
Literally because
about
of
the
the game.
gameplay, and they actually like it. Yeah. And when you
Mhm.
change the game, it's normal, same as with me. I play Predecessor, I might get 20, 30 viewers. Then I start streaming Bazaar, which is like a card game,
Yeah.
right? I get like 5 viewers, it's only normal. Again, it does depend on your community. I do believe the numbers in general are bigger, right?
Mhm.
Then it like stabilizes a lot more. Let's say if you have 2,000 viewers, right, then you might go to like 1,700, right,
Uh-huh.
instead of jumping half,
Yeah.
But yeah, that's where the community and the growth comes in.
Yep.
First you get the viewer, then you build the community,
Yeah, you build a community that they
and
actually like you, not necessarily just the
yeah,
game.
not the game exactly.
Like I can, yeah,
True.
and that's I feel like that, like I said, that's a definitely a challenge for everyone in any kind of
Everyone.
content
Big challenge.
creation. There's
Yeah.
always
Mhm.
that like the highs and the valleys. Um, for you,
Yeah.
Summer, what's one of your like what calms you down? Because like this is a stressful life. This kind of stuff, like I always tell people, like I know we talked about it before, BK, about like people that would rather do a 9 to 5 or work this
Yeah.
life, but like it's just you have to do. You're doing a lot. You're putting yourself out there. You're doing a lot.
By yourself.
You know what I mean? So what is your secret to keeping your composure, staying in the same mindset, and getting the job done? Like
Like
what's
at
your
my normal
secret
job
sauce?
or like for my life in general.
I would say your life
In
in general,
general.
because you're
Yeah.
working multiple. Because like a lot of your jobs, like your day job, is already, I can imagine, demanding, because your
It's very demanding.
medical field is rough.
Mhm.
Like if you guys, whoever does
Oh,
medical field, I bless all of you. You guys are
Well,
great.
and I'm also working with kids, so my
And kids.
patience, I
Oh
have to have
god.
really
oh,
high patience.
Oh
Yeah,
that's a
lord.
and
lot.
I can have a newborn to 18, and it
Oh
Oh
varies
no.
on attitude. It can, if they have delays, if they have autism, if they
oh
have
god.
ADHD, if they have mental health issues, if they have
Yeah,
a
that's
traumatic
so
brain injury.
stressful.
It's all over the place, and I think that's what actually has helped me with what I do on streaming. I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
Like, yes,
The stress from
like
your
it really
day job
has.
is like, you know what? I can handle anything.
Because I feel like I can like change my tune like really quickly. You know what I
Mm,
mean? And I also have a calm presence. I mean, I'm happy and positive and stuff like that, but dancing makes me really happy.
yes,
It really does. Like,
that's amazing.
if I'm not streaming dancing, I'm going out dancing. I mean, like
True.
I'll stream like
Yeah.
3 hours of dancing like on a Friday night and then go out dancing for like 3 to 4 hours with my friends,
Which is
you
crazy.
know?
Like literally go out dancing is like it's so funny, because like that's such a,
It's
which is perfect, because I feel like it fits your theme. You're such a throwback person. Like only in the
Yeah.
'90s were people going out just dancing.
Yeah.
I remember used to go to
yeah. I
parties,
mean,
just dance, not even drink, have a good time, and go home.
Yeah.
yeah. Nowadays, people, if there's a party or uh,
You gotta have
I
everything. Everybody gotta get
I
drinks
hate
and all this
I
stuff.
can't
And yeah,
I
it's a
can't go
lot.
to a club no more.
Yeah,
That's
oh
like
God.
high school stuff. But nowadays, I've been and I've seen, because my time, making some myself old, but
Unc.
in my times, people were dancing. They were going to
Mhm.
club to
Just to
dance.
have a fun time.
Nowadays, people are just standing with their drinks and
Yeah, they're
looking
just
at
like,
each other, or they're on the
Just
phone
staring
with
at
the
each other.
drinks.
Yeah, and pulling out their
yeah.
phone. People that pull out a phone in a
Or,
club,
or or
shame
or
on
the
you.
classic, doing the video in the
Yeah.
club. Hey,
I'm
I'm at
having
the
so
club.
much
It's
fun.
fun.
I was like,
Yeah. And
unfortunately,
then keep standing
I
with the
do
drink
that.
and just lurking around, bro.
Well,
Nah,
I
man.
will
You
say
know,
I don't like the club mentality of like people doing that, and I don't like the drunk people. But I love the
yeah,
atmosphere of the people that can keep up with my vibe, and I
yeah.
meet people like that,
Okay.
yeah,
like-minded.
yeah.
Definitely
I've
find
seen a
like-minded.
lot of people in arcades. Like there's always like maybe one or two people by, like, I don't know, by baskets, right? Maybe someone is playing Pac-Man, but the dance is always, always packed. There's a line of 6 people and there's five
Yeah.
people more watching. So I noticed that a lot of people go to the arcades just to dance.
Yeah.
Just
Hmm.
to meet people and
Dance Dance Central was like
showcase. Yeah, yeah. It's all like I'm telling you, I don't go every day, but whenever we go with family, we always see people just
Like that's the one that they're on.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And because we want to do it too, we were like, oh, let's go dance, but it's like always packed. It's always full, and we never get to dance because there's always a line.
No, that
Yeah.
is crazy.
But
So
If I
you
see
don't have to go
DDR
to
in
a
the
club.
arcade, I'm going. I'm going
yeah,
to
no, me
DDR. Let's
too.
go.
Yeah, the two things that I will always do, especially like I love. That's why another thing I love going to cons because they'll have like random arcade rooms or just random little arcade things set up.
Mhm.
And if there's Just Dance or one of those punching bags, I will always do it. At least once that
They're
weekend.
always like 99%, like the punching bag and the
Oh, the
Just
punching
Dance,
bag,
they are
100%.
there. Yeah.
For the dance one, at least one time I will go.
Yeah.
So then, that's so awesome.
Yeah.
So then would you say that you do? So because like you said you stream for 3 hours, then you'll go out. Like, so do you think with all the things that you are juggling, you're still managing to have like a life?
um. So I will say, like, how do I put it? As I've gotten older, people don't really want to hang out, and it's really sad.
Facts.
Yeah, like
And
that's not really sad.
I I want to hang out with people, and I will make plans and be like, "Oh, hey, let's do this and that." And then they're like, "Yeah, let's do it." And then next thing I know, it'll be that day, and I'll message them. I'm like, "Oh, hey, we said we are gonna hang
I'm
out,"
about to do this.
and then they'll cancel, and so many people cancel
Oh,
at the end of their life a lot.
Okay.
And I would have between, I don't know, 3 pass away in 1 week to having like 9 or 10 pass away in a few weeks, and it was hard.
jeez.
I can
Losing
only imagine.
people that
Oh my God.
you connect with. We can hear you now.
Okay, I heard that. I was like, oh God.
Yeah,
I
so
can only imagine. But just to go back to your question, Commando was asking you, how do you even have a life? And I want to answer it for you in a way because whatever you do is the life.
yeah, it is my life.
Yeah, and it's not a bad thing, and most likely it's a good thing. It sounds like you're doing most things you want to do.
Yeah.
You're doing good things that that you mentioned, and you also, yeah, like you're living life. Because I don't know, like whenever someone asks me, like, do you even have a life? It really depends on how you feel about it. Because at the end of the
Yeah.
day, if your whole day is like 12 hours climbing trees and you love doing it, then you're living life, right? Because that's what you want to
Yeah,
do in
yeah.
that sense. Yeah, right. So I think she has a very lively life. You know,
Very
she has
lively life.
dogs. She has a
lot.
husband,
I'm-
3 jobs, streaming
4 dogs.
content.
But
4
four
dogs.
dogs.
Oh wow.
Sorry.
Yeah, those are my
Say less.
kids.
Yeah.
I feel that. You gotta have some fur babies
Yeah.
running around.
Yeah. But I mean, I will say, like, I've learned to be okay with being by myself. And I know a lot of people think you have to have people all around you, like a ton of people. But
Yeah.
I feel like it's okay to be by yourself. Learn to be by yourself. Love yourself. Loving yourself is so important, and
Yeah.
so many people don't know how to handle that.
Mhm.
It's only
And
normal because human beings are social beings. At the end of
Mhm.
the day, we can say or lie to
But
ourselves.
if you love
and,
yourself, it's a lot easier.
yes, yeah.
But you are also not alone. You have 4 dogs, and you also
That's
say
true.
you have a husband, right?
Yeah,
If,
yeah.
I'm assuming if,
Yeah, she's still
if
social.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm still social.
And you have a whole Twitch and TikTok chat, and you have a whole community, right? And
Mhm.
Yeah, you got
and
family
yeah,
spread
like
across
even
the
even
internet
even
now.
back even back to the husband. Maybe you don't see him as much because he's working 2 jobs, you're doing 3 jobs or whatever. But at the end of the day, he's a big part of having someone around you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
very true.
so
Very
yeah, so
true.
you can't take that away. Even
I'm
even
I'm
in the
only
lonely
slightly
days,
jealous of you guys.
Yeah, there's always someone for you, and that's more than having 10 people that are sometimes around you. But you have one
Mhm.
person
True.
that's always, around you and there for
You
you,
always got them. I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, that is so amazing. And I'm sorry that it cut out. I don't know what happened there. Didn't even give me
That's
a
okay.
warning.
The weather, man.
Oh,
Yeah,
could
I
be
was gonna
that
say it's been
too.
really bad on the East Coast.
That's a very
Oh,
good point.
when I opened the doors outside, the snow was inside the building, like in the hallway, and when you open the door, the snow was till the knees. It was crazy.
Oh
It's
my
been
That's
like
gosh.
10
that's
years. It's been up to almost like for
since the
me
last
like
time that happened. Yeah.
8 years. Yeah, like crazy. It feels really good. It felt good. We went to the playground with our daughter, with my wife, and yeah, it felt like
You just
it
had a
felt like
snow
being
day.
yeah, it felt like being a little kid again. It felt
Hold on
good.
to those memories.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say,
yeah,
see, and that's
exactly.
awesome. Look at that. See, it's I feel like that is one of the things that I kind of wanted to get across. Of like, Summer, you do so much. I do a little bit of stuff. Like, BK, you're raising a family and doing stuff. Like, there has to be some time in the day for like you to just have enjoyment. I feel like is a huge thing that a lot of people are missing. Is a lot of things that was a big thing for me that I used to never do. Like one of my friends just asked me one day, he's like, "Yeah, what do you do for self care?" I was like, "What the hell is self care?" I was
You know
like,
what? I would frickin' play like Hogwarts on the side, or like what was I the other game that I was playing? Horizon Forbidden
mm,
West, like on the side, not streaming it, just
just
enjoying
actually playing the
us
game to
being
play the
in it.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that is so. That's one of the biggest things, and I. That's so great that you said that because I feel like that's also a thing, at least a challenge for me. Like now, it is so hard for me to just sit and play a game for enjoyment if I'm not streaming. It's the weirdest feeling.
I'll tell you why. Because while you was disconnected, me and Summer, we were talking about it. At the end of the day, we are becoming adults, and if we have not, if we already aren't, and I think three of us are. So whenever we do
Yeah.
something non-productive, it just feels not good. So that's why you have to feel like we talked about is whenever you play something, go live stream, even if it's like for 10, 20 viewers,
Yeah,
someone's
it's just
gonna
like
subscribe,
or
someone's
zero
gonna
viewers.
rebuild. Yeah, but for me at the end of the day, it just makes me feel like at least, like if the job is doing bad, at
I did
least
a
it's some
little
kind of
something that pushed
productive.
it. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, no,
I
it's
cannot,
rough.
yeah.
It's rough.
So I think that would be the reason, because at the end of the day, like we know that time is running out, and we want to make sure that we use the time properly, whether it be actually playing a game, but also streaming. Meanwhile, not just playing a game for enjoyment, which is okay, which is
Yeah, no,
completely
no, I'm
fine. But
saying people should
yeah,
take the time. Like,
yeah,
if you are a streamer that just plays either a professional game or whatever niche that you're in, and you're just like, well, I'm just gonna keep playing this game because that's what gets me viewers and stuff like that. Like, if you don't on your off day, if you really do enjoy playing video games, just play them. Just play. Just have a good time.
yeah.
Like,
If it gives you good, positive, energy or feeling, then
hmm
yeah, it's again at the end of the day what we just discussed like 10 minutes ago about living life, right? Like it's the same thing. Whatever you do, whatever you dopamine get, right? It is living life. Like, someone is going outside and going for a run, right?
Mhm.
And for them, it's living life, right? Because he
yeah.
just likes running, or she, right? But for someone else, it's just going online and playing some competitive rank game, popping a headshot and feeling good about it.
Yeah.
hmm
So it's okay. I just think it's like a society thing. Whatever has been, video games are useless, this and that, and then it's
Yeah.
like, but it's just entertainment. It's as useless as
It's
watching a
supposed to be
movie,
just
and I would say,
entertainment.
eh, yeah, but I would say even video games is better because you're, working on your critical thinking, you're working
Mhm.
on your focus, your reaction speed.
Yes.
But comparing to movies or TV show where you're just, like laid back and you're like just like watching, and that about it.
I think that's why I watch a lot of foreign films and like Korean dramas because
There you go.
I'm reading subtitles, but I'm learning a language
There
at the
we
same
go.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mmm.
Yeah, no, it's real. Like that's
Yo.
I like the mindset mentality of it.
I
You know,
never thought
I
of
really
that.
do.
Mhm.
You know what's funny? So at Gamescom, because last year I went to Germany. I don't speak German at all. I didn't even try to learn a little bit before going. I
Guten
was like,
Tag.
yeah, I was like,
You have
I'm
to
just gonna
learn.
figure it out there. And and I met all these people
Mistakes
that
were
were
made.
like, they're all from different places because Gamescom is huge. So you have people from Argentina, you have people from all over, and like
Yeah,
I was
yeah, yeah.
like, we'd be on a table talking to people, and I'm like, how do you know like five different languages? He's like, oh, dude,
That's how
out
it is.
here, like, I was watching subtitles of Cartoon Network. I was like, wait, what? I was like, you learned a whole language through watching TV?
It it is normal in Europe because of the history. So for
Mhm.
example, my country again, Latvia, we were occupied by Russia, so we have 50% population Russian speaking and
Oh,
50% Latvian, So you automatically know two languages.
yeah,
And then I learned
automatically.
English. I learned English by watching movies or playing video games by myself. Like I was literally going to school and telling my teacher she is wrong because I felt like I knew better,
Because you were out here learning it
um
from a TV.
yeah, yeah, or just like communicating with people online.
Oh, yeah.
And that's already three languages. And then I went to a school where most of the schools in Europe, for whatever reason, we have subjects that kind of make you choose one out of four languages you want to learn. For example, my school, you could learn German or Russian. So I knew Russian, so I picked
So you
German.
picked German to learn
So
German too. Jesus.
yeah, well, a little bit. Like I know basics. Like ich spreche Sie Deutsch, meine Name ist Astrid.
Yeah, let's
Like
Yeah.
go.
yeah, like basics. And then my school also was called Grammar School of Nordic Languages. So in addition, if you wanted, you could pick one of Scandinavian languages, which was Danish, Finnish, Norwegian, or Swedish. And I picked Danish because I wanted to move to Denmark after high school. So
Mmm.
this is a very normal to have basically two languages that you grow up with.
Yeah, their
Same with
minimum
my
is two
daughter.
languages.
Yeah, same with my daughter. She knows English and she knows Spanish because of my other side of,
Oh
family.
shoot,
And
heck
plus
yeah.
she still has to learn Latvian and she'll probably know a little bit of
So she'll
Russian
know
because why
three
not?
languages already. Let's go.
Yeah. But the difference, like in Germany or in Europe in general, just the schools
Mhm.
offer you at least one up to two different languages to learn, and usually the one additional language is mandatory. So just to answer your question, it doesn't you
That's
don't have to
why.
you don't have to feel bad about yourself. You know one or maybe two languages. It's pretty okay.
Yeah.
It just in Europe it's a little bit like the standards
It's
are
like you
like
better know a couple
automatically.
languages. Yeah, no, it was weird. I was
Yeah,
like,
just
wait,
because
I
of
can't
the
switch
school
like you guys
system.
can.
No, it's rough.
Like I'm
It's
still
rough.
having problems talking
Yeah.
to my own mother in Spanish. Like I'm like, I can't talk to you back.
Yo,
I'll answer in English,
yo,
but
shout out to one of she was a woman, a president in my country. She knew nine languages and like
Jesus,
excellent.
Wow.
Like yeah, she was like
that must be
crazy.
fantastic. She's probably
Nine
a super spy.
languages. And I don't know
Wow.
how does your brain process speaking nine different languages?
Yeah. Oh
I
my
already
gosh.
struggle like with two
And
or
the code
three
switching, like
switching up
Mhm.
because
that must be crazy.
Wow.
yeah.
No.
Friend, I went over to Europe actually. I went to Spain and Barcelona, and I met
Oh
my friend
shoot.
that I
Oh yeah.
met through TikTok. And she was actually a really, she
What?
got memed into the Muffin Girl, so you could actually look it up, the Muffin Girl, and she will come up, and her name's Anna. But she knows seven different languages, and
That's crazy.
while I was talking with her and her family, um, her parent or like her family was literally switching the language like 7 different times.
Jesus.
Like it was crazy. They go
Oh
from
my gosh.
Russian to German, then Spanish, to
It should be global.
Ukrainian, like just a bunch of different. Just I was like,
Yeah.
what is going on? English. I mean, like they had a word for different languages.
That
so
is
yeah, it was really
crazy.
interesting to hear. Mhm.
Oh my gosh, I do love that. Like that is awesome, and like I'm so glad I learned about you, Arthur. Like that makes total sense of why you know so many dang languages.
No, yeah, I'm glad I'm glad I could like kind of answer your question because
Heck yeah.
just so you again you don't feel bad about yourself or American people because again it's
Yeah,
just
I
the
didn't get
school
all those
system
choices.
and yeah, like we're kind of like forced to learn those additional languages, and
Yeah,
it is what
and
it
well,
is,
you also did a really smart thing, which I think everyone in the world should do, which nobody totally makes sense. Like, especially when school offers you something, because I was a very lazy school person. I was like, I can just if I just cut corners and just shortcut it through, I can get out of this as quickly as possible. So obviously, when they're like, well, you can learn French, Italian, or Spanish. I was like, I'm gonna take Spanish since I already live with Spanish people.
Yeah.
But what I should have did was take another take another thing that I didn't
Yeah.
learn.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, you go to the class and you still have to listen. So why would you listen? And again, we were kids back then. Our mindset was not there.
I was a
If we
terrible
could
youth.
go back in time, we would be, because we just didn't use the time properly, right? Like we
Yeah.
said, now we all want to make sure that everything is like about productivity. So back in our high school times, yeah, we should have done things a little bit different. At least
Little bit.
something. Now, I'm not talking about the subjects that are useless for you or your future. I'm sorry, but I don't really need to know like in-depth biology or chemistry stuff because I was never gonna be a chemist or biologist, right? But at the end of the
I'm not
day,
doing
like
that.
learn. Yeah, but like learning like even maths, right? Like yeah, basics are nice, but all the extra stuff, like when are you gonna use that? Like you're never gonna even apply it in
Are you
real
telling me
life,
you haven't
like
used the Pythagorean theorem every
yeah,
day
no,
of your life?
Paradigm Theorem, I haven't used it. No, but languages, again, languages, right? Like I loved sports class because I always felt like it gave me something. I did enjoy languages because it felt like it was giving me something. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think again, it's just about the mindset and yeah, having maybe someone to tell you, the stuff that we're talking about right now,
Also
having
nice.
the mentor, having the dad or mom that, pushes and is strict and tells you, yo, you need to learn this language,
Yeah.
you only gain positivity and opportunities in the future.
Yeah.
But again, most of us don't have those role models or, telling
Someone to tell
telling the
us.
right things. And also we are like when we're young and we're like rebels, we're lazy, all we want to do is like hang out with friends and play video games, and we don't want to go to school and learn extra language, right?
Yeah,
But
it did sound
at the end
crazy.
of the day, yeah, but do that, and you can play the games after or
Yeah,
hang
yeah.
out with
Learn a
friends,
little bit. You can play
it's really
later.
yeah,
Yeah, I feel
yeah.
like so many kids these days, because since I work at the hospital, and we do have
Oh
a
yeah.
school within the hospital to help the kids that are in the hospital for a long time.
Oh, that's cool.
Um, yeah, it's really cool. So it helps
Hmm.
them if they're like missing out in like 2 weeks, if they like had their
Yeah.
appendix ruptured and things like that. And so they're like, oh, well, let me help you with your homework stuff and get caught up so you're
Heck
not behind.
yeah.
It's nice.
Anyways, I just think like so many kids these days just don't know how to even like spell or read as well as like we did when we were growing up as kids. And I know there's things that we learned that we're like, we're never going to use that. But I will say some of those things I've had to apply in some of my life a little bit. And
100%.
like,
100%.
and I know like everybody's like,
Basics.
well, you have the internet right in your fingertips. Why do I need to go to school?
I
And
can
I'm
just
like,
use my phone.
but the thing is like, what if all of a sudden we had an apocalypse and there's no
And
internet?
all that technology is gone.
All that technology is gone. What are you going to do? How are you going to survive? You think that your mommy and daddy are going to save you? Nah, they don't. No.
I talk about mommy and daddy. I think the blame is on them. You know, if a kid grows up and they're
Yeah.
and they're like 10 years old and they still don't know how to spell or write a sentence, then it starts from the
It's
parents
the
because the
iPad
parents are
kids.
yeah, the
Mhm.
primer
iPad kids. Mhm.
so it just shows that the parenting has just completely went downhill, and there's a lot of kids that are just not very educated, and they're just glued to the TikToks and
Yeah,
video
they're like
games
the world will teach
without
them.
balancing. We
Yeah.
used to do everything, but I feel like we balanced it out. I might not have done home, like I was a person that would never do homework, or I would copy the homework from someone, or I would maybe do homework after the school quickly with someone smart from the class.
Yep.
But I would just be like, I would just use my time in school and listen, and then I would have good like test results because I would
Yep.
just listen at the school.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly what I
but I
did.
feel like so again, just to show like there you can balance things out. If you don't want to do
Mhm.
homework, again, if you don't want to do homework
Yeah,
and
if
you
you're
want to
still
play more
smart, get
video
them high
games,
test scores. They can't say crap.
yeah. But you need to know how to spell, you need to
Yeah.
know how to
Probably
do
important.
basic maths, because at the end of the
Mhm.
day, those are just basic like human things. Are you gonna apply it? Maybe not,
Yeah.
but at the end of the day, you need
Well,
to
it's
have
like the
some
people that
kind
are
of
driving
base.
and they don't know what that red sign means. They're like, I don't know what that
Yeah,
means. That's what this is the
Oof.
thing that this is what I'm talking about because there's some dangerous things that people do because they
I didn't
don't
even think
know
of that.
what it says.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't even
yeah,
think of that. That's like,
Mhm.
okay.
yeah.
I see
That's
car
always
accidents
been a
all the
thing.
time.
Yeah, that's always been a thing. Because I even
Mhm.
know in New York places where you can get a driver's license without really doing any studying. Like you go to a place,
What?
you pay them money,
That's
bro. I'm
terrifying.
telling you, listen. You go to the Brooklyn. You go to the Brooklyn. Go
Stop.
to the what is it called? What is it called? Brighton Beach, all the way down to the down of the Brooklyn. Okay, you go there. You pay like I don't know how much I paid. I really don't remember something, right? I knew how to drive. I knew the signs. Okay, I'm snitching on myself, but I paid there. You
Yeah.
sit there for you sit there for 15 minutes. Listen, and you're looking at the screen, teaching you rules for driving, right? And there's like more five people, and the chairs are old. The room is old. The guy is some old Russian guy, and he calls your name and he says congratulations, you have passed the driving class, and he gives you the ticket that you can go to the DMV and do the real driving. And if you know how to drive and
Then
if you
you're
know at
good.
least somewhat, then you're good.
Okay.
And I think that's a big problem that you see on the streets with the drivers, and that's not only the one thing, right? There's also people that are straight up driving without no license, which
Yeah.
again, sometimes they can be even better drivers than someone with a license,
I wasn't raising my hand to
but
say I do that. I was saying I raised my hand because I've done that.
yeah,
I don't do that
yeah.
anymore.
So, but then again, there's always exceptions. So it's a sketchy topic because there's also someone who has been studying and knows all the laws and the signs, but they're still shitty driver just
Oof.
by the
Mhm.
nature,
But
and
they still suck at.
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I
But
think it
no.
can go either way. But
Yeah.
I just wanted to spill a tea that these things happen.
Yeah.
These things really happen where you don't need to do anything. You just pay someone and they give you a paper and you go do an exam. That's not how it's
Yeah.
in Europe. In Europe, you actually have to study for a year because you have to study through summer season in my country, and you have to wait till there's a winter season because they're not gonna give you a driver's license until you have passed exam on two different seasons. One
So
being
you
on
know.
in winter, where you have to drive on a snow and slippery
Mhm.
roads. That's how strict it is in my country,
Yeah,
and
because
that's
if
why
you
like
yeah
also
if
like
you ace
we
the
never
test
have
on
yeah,
perfect
we never
conditions.
have like yeah, we barely like I don't know even when I lived there, like I don't know when I saw any yeah, like road crashes or whatever, just non-existent.
Crazy. Well,
Mhm. Well,
guys, just
people
wanted to.
drive really fast on the autobahn. There's no speed limit. You
Ooh,
just go.
that's
You just
Yeah.
terrifying.
go.
That's still.
Yeah.
We
Mm-mm.
did. We were in Germany at the same Europe trip, and we were driving from Frankfurt to Bamberg, and
Yeah.
to see his friend that was in the military. So it was like 3 hours. I will say there was a lot of construction. I just kind of slept a lot because I couldn't handle how fast we were going.
Yeah, just go to sleep.
So many
Yep.
people were going so fast. So he's driving. I'm like, I'm sleeping. I don't drive. Actually, I don't have my license, but I have my permit. I did driver's ed and everything, but my parents were like, "You're not getting a car, this and that," and so my family
Yeah.
kind of stopped me from being more independent. But then when I met my husband, he had his own car, but he's like, "Oh, don't worry, I'll take you everywhere." And so then it's kind of been like, that's how it
Yeah.
is. And we only have one vehicle, so he takes the car. I
Yeah.
mean, I figure out my way to get
No,
around.
totally. Hey, same here. I don't drive either, and I don't know if that's because I was born. I was raised mostly in the Bronx, and I just don't understand. Like, I'm like, dude, people complain so much about car problems and all this other stuff, and on top of that,
Expensive.
yeah, it's expensive. Also, you're spending most of your time sitting down, so you're inactive. And I'm like, well, like I have my license, but I was not gonna pay. I bought a car 1 year and then I sold it right after that. I was like, I don't want. So I'll ride my bike. I'll take public transportation. I'll walk. Like I just like staying active and using that. Like that's just what I do as well. So like totally understandable. There's a lot of people that don't drive, especially like if you're living in a big town,
Yeah.
like a big city. Why would you
Yeah.
drive? Like, so it's totally
Usually takes
understandable.
even it usually even takes more time to get from
Yeah.
A to B, you know,
I
just
was
because
like,
of
I
traffic.
can totally use my feet, and it keeps you healthy. It keeps you up. So
Mm-hmm.
totally understandable. But I did want to hit two more questions for you. One was
Oh yeah, sorry, we're kind of segueing, but
yeah,
that's
no,
okay.
I know, no, that
No, that's
literally
what we're here.
happens. So
That's
often.
what we're here for. We're just talking and having fun.
But I wanted to say because like again, you juggle so much things, and you've made a dent in success in a lot of these different industries and fields. Do you have an end game? Do you have like where do you see yourself in 5, 10 years? Like what do you?
Oh gosh.
Yeah. What's the goal?
A little personal, but so I just turned 35, and as a woman, it's like either you have kids or you kind of like don't. But at the same time, like people are still having kids at 40,
I was just
people
gonna
are still
say,
having kids at 45.
yeah, that's
Like,
totally
You
possible.
can,
you
yeah, it
know,
can happen. Yeah, you just
yeah.
have to start. But just to interrupt you, when you reach the age, you know, as a woman, you just need to probably just go start, you know, doing some checkups, and that's it. But
Mhm.
people have kids when they're
Yeah, you
40,
can totally
some
have kids later.
45. You know, it happens, so it's okay.
Yeah.
You know.
It's just like it's hard when you work in the health field and they're like everybody that I talk to, like family wise, like especially the moms when I'm like helping them with their baby and they're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, you're so good with the baby. Oh, you must have a child." And I'm like, "Oh no, I don't have a kid." And they're like, "Oh, well, don't you want kids?" And I'm like, "Well, yeah, I do, but like that just hasn't been something that's happened, you
Yeah.
know?" And
Yeah.
it's okay, you know, life there's things that happen in life and like it will happen eventually. It's just not right now.
Correct.
But that's something later down the road. But for like my successes, um I I want to go up as high as I can, I guess. I don't
Mm.
know. Like I just want to like I do love working in the health field, don't get me wrong, and I
Yes.
love working with the kids, but I can't see myself doing it for like a long time because if I think about it, my body is not going to be tip top shape when I'm like 60 or
To
70
take care of all
because
these
of
other
all
people.
the heavy lifting that I do at work.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm already seeing wear and tear on my body from just doing that type of work.
Mhm.
And so I'm trying to take care of myself now, you know, doing self-care with chiropractor and getting massages when I can,
Which is good.
stretching my body, exercising, eating better, drinking lots of water, getting enough sleep, taking
That's
my
the blueprint
vitamins,
for life.
you know.
Do all those things,
Life.
please, guys.
Yeah.
Please, guys, do all those things. Yeah. I feel
There's
you
Um,
on
only
that.
benefits.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, when you think about it, things have changed a lot since COVID, and I feel like the health field system has really changed a lot.
Yeah.
And they look more at people like a number instead of like a human being, which is really sad to see that. But when I go to work, I treat everybody like they're a human being. I treat them with kindness. I treat them with love and respect. And I think that's what makes my path like better and more
Enrich.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, they were like
Can talk.
enriched.
Yes, enriched.
Yeah.
And I think that's why a lot of people get burnt out in the things that they do, because
Yeah,
they
100%.
don't take the time to just like be like, okay, I need to back off a little bit. So I have my days where I'm not the greatest. I'm not the tip top shape that you see me bubbling, bouncing, around here and there. But
Mhm.
I be real, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
With the people I talk with, and
And yourself
That's good.
too. That's the most
Yeah.
important thing.
Yeah, be real with yourself.
yeah,
Know yourself
Yeah.
and know.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know.
No, that's
But yeah, I just, I'm hoping if I can, like, I really would love to be a dancer in Just Dance, be a coach.
that's cool.
People have been telling me that I look
I
really
send a
good when
link.
I'm dancing.
Medify coaching. You after when you finish the stream, it will take you 5 minutes. You just go make a coaching link and you can post it anywhere and you can start today.
Start
There's
teaching
people I
people.
know that
Hey, you can
coach.
teach me how to
Yeah,
dance.
I'm telling you, it's a real thing. I know people that, for example, the TCG Riftbound, they're already making like 500 additional to $1,000 a month just by doing few
Just
coaching
coaching.
sessions a week. Yeah, because if you have the credibility and you know what you're doing, people just gonna pay you to coach them. So that's another way for you to consider. For you to coach, 'cause
yeah,
you can also coach online, and then that's also additional income.
that'd be cool.
Hmm.
That would totally.
Yeah, I
be
send the
cool.
link in the group chat after we finish
Okay.
stream. You can look
Yeah.
into the website.
Well, I've thought about being a Zumba instructor.
Yeah.
You just
Um,
want to do everything. I want to be a Zumba.
but
instructor.
like I don't know, like because I'm doing so much already. Like one of my goals this year for 2026 is
Okay.
to make a coloring book, an official coloring book, and I have all the pages. I just need to digitalize them.
Oh, like,
Mhm.
hold on, hold up. Wait, so you're making a coloring book?
Yeah.
So you drew the thing that people like fill out, like fill out with the colorings.
Yeah, here, hold on, I'll show you. Give me a sec.
That's
Sorry for
that is so different from all the other things you're doing. Like, yeah, actor, model, streamer, content creator, but I also
Hey.
make a coloring book.
Yeah. Probably there's more to it as well.
Jeez, like, I know people do it on TikTok. Yeah,
Makes you think what you are doing, right?
Can you
dude.
see it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I'm gonna
nice.
turn down my
Oh.
light.
Holy crap.
That's very clean. That's a cute
I did
character
not.
too.
That's
Thank
like
you.
really
Looks
nice.
looks like a Groot, but Roblox Groot.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Oh wow, that's amazing. Those are cool
Jeez.
vases.
So we can add artists to that list, cause what in the
Yeah.
Yeah.
what
Hold
in
on,
the
I have
actual
one that's,
heck?
like, super detailed. This one is like really detailed.
Yo,
That's pretty.
There's so much.
that looks mad fun though.
Yeah,
I
with
don't know
the
if I can
eye
get
in
it
the middle.
closer. If I could
It's
turn
an
my
eye,
light
right?
down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, I see it. Yeah. Oh, that looks sick.
It's creepy as hell.
Yeah. Yep. You
Those-
got
those
me
It's
at
supposed to be a
the.
planchette, and then it has a skull, and then the snake is coming out of the skull.
I see
and,
the
like,
gems. I see my Dragon Ball. I see some mushrooms. I need nothing else. That's all I need.
Fact.
That's crazy.
And then I have this. Let's see here. This is with another eye, but I have like a bunch of flowers. If it'll focus.
Jeez.
Pretty.
So I freehand all these flowers.
That was my
and
next
stuff.
question. I was like, you just
Mhm.
did this like
Yeah.
with your hands.
How much time does it take per one piece?
Like
Like this one.
this one probably took me like 4 hours, maybe.
Okay,
I
that's
mean,
pretty
that
efficient.
actually doesn't.
Yeah.
That's not a lot of time for how detailed that is, honestly. Like at
Yeah,
first I was
yeah,
like, oh,
yeah.
four
That's what
hours
I'm
is a lot. I'm
saying.
like, actually though, 4 hours doing that is a lot.
Here's a dinosaur. This one's oh, if it will.
You have
Oh,
a
focus,
dinosaur.
focus,
Oh,
focus.
yeah.
There it goes.
Okay.
Yo, dude, that is so sick. See, you learn
Yeah.
something. Yo, ask your friends questions. You learn some shit every single time.
Yeah.
Because
Ask
I would
them
have
what they
never
do.
saw that coming.
Well, I was giving out coloring pages at TwitchCon, and so yeah, everybody that I connected with. But you kept being busy, and you're all running around, so then I
Oh,
didn't get to
yeah.
give you one.
Yeah, I was running around. Yeah,
And everybody is
TwitchCon,
so
I was a
amazed
lot
when I give
more.
them a coloring
I
page,
would
and they're
have
like, "There
loved
is no
that.
way."
Oh my
Mhm.
god, you would have blew my fucking mind. I would have screamed at you.
I went to the coloring station. They actually had like a coloring station, and I gave some of my coloring pages to some of those people.
Oh yeah, they
And they
had
were,
like a
like, blown
creative
away.
thing. Yeah.
Mhm. And they were like, "This is so different from all these coloring pages," and like they really liked it because it's unique.
Yeah, it's not the same regular. I don't know,
Mhm.
color the tree or
That is
I
Yeah,
don't know.
exactly.
beautiful.
It's
Oh
like,
my
yeah.
god, no, that is.
So actually, like it's like a coloring book, but like with artsy angle, that can be still
Yeah.
given to kids, because kids
Mhm.
love art. Like they
Yes.
actually are amazed by the
Oh, yeah.
art.
Oh, yeah.
Whenever we go to
Yeah.
museum with my little kiddo, she
the best
loves
part.
like artsy stuff. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
ooh, look at this! It's so artsy.
Yeah, I make copies of my coloring pages and give them to the kids at the hospital if they
Wow,
need something to do. So,
that's nice of you.
I do
love
a
how you
lot.
combined
I literally
everything. I love it.
yeah, I've made my whole life just like very artsy and like I guess a whole sphere, I guess, or
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, everything comes back
well-rounded.
around to each other. You can like you work with kids. You also stream and do charities that also help kids. And then like you could also give them your coloring book. That also just like, geez, that's so. Everything is so intertwined, so magnificent.
Did you hear that I sing too? I sing too. I do karaoke streams and I sing to the kids too. I sing to the little ones, especially like the 1 to 3 year olds. They really have a hard time with like a blood pressure and stuff, so I'll like sing
You
to them
would
and
love my
Wow.
girlfriend.
Yeah.
You guys would have a great time. I just started karaokeing. It's rough for me. It's so
Oof.
rough. But she
Yeah.
makes me go, and it's fun ish. I like seeing everyone else that
Yeah.
knows how to sing.
I did choir for 7.5 years, so I sang regular choir like the Latin music and then sang
Stop.
jazz. Yeah. And then I was a drummer in 6th grade. I played
Okay.
the snare drum. Yeah.
Okay. You do
So,
everything.
Let's
I
just
do
add
everything.
musician onto the long list of everything Summer can do.
Little piano.
Stop.
Magician.
I can't.
If you know, you know. Not musician, but magician.
Like we
Why
already
am I
knew.
not partnered yet on or on Twitch? Come
Like,
on.
we
I'm-
already
I'm-
knew
I'm
that we
verified
had.
on TikTok. Come on.
Seriously.
I'm just kidding.
No, seriously, we already knew that we were bringing on a celebrity, but it's crazy how talented you are. Truly, like you just have so many different facets of different things, and like they're not even
Yeah.
in the same field or same
Category,
ecosystem,
yeah.
and you're still like, yeah, I do that
You
too.
see my face painting too, right? I mean, you saw me do my Lisa Frank look.
Oh yeah, yeah, you do face paint.
I do face painting too,
She does
and
do
makeup.
face paint. I forgot about that. I should have known that a coloring book was coming.
Yeah, you should have known. This was me for like Christmas time. I don't know. I'll have to post it in the Discord here.
Yeah, but
A
yeah,
Grinch?
no, she did the
Yeah, I
face
was the
paint.
Grinch.
She goes pretty hard in the paint, literally.
Yep.
But all right, no, I do have one more question because yeah, we're gonna wrap it
Okay.
up here, and I will let you relax
Wow,
and get back to
that's-
your amazing life.
That's pretty high quality. That's like high skill, yeah.
Oh yeah, no,
Thank
like you
you.
could be a special effects artist
Clean.
easily.
It's very clean. Yeah.
Easily.
It's clean.
Like, oh my gosh. But so yeah, so what we do here at the Fireside, we normally ask our final question is, and yours going to be equally hard to explain because you have so many different facets in your career paths and the opportunities that you've created for yourself. What is some what is some advice that you think could help people trying to achieve the things that you have achieved, whether it's content creation, being in the medical field, being an actor, anything like that? What's an advice that you think people haven't really heard that needs to that something what's something that helped you? What's the advice that helped you that like made it click for you?
Oh geez.
Doesn't
Well,
doesn't have to be in your category. It can be anything. We just want to know how you achieved it. Maybe someone wants to become
Yeah,
a
this
professional,
thing
not a
right here.
yeah.
Yeah, this thing that you
you
say
know
right
what?
here
What's
can
the
help
sauce?
someone
What's the
else.
sauce?
Remember what I said in the beginning? Don't put yourself in a box. Take yourself out of that box.
Oh.
Don't follow the crowd like others. Be who you are. Be yourself. So many people put on a
Mm.
show and pretend to be,
Mask.
Mr. Banana Head or whatever, or Potato Head. But when it comes down to those
Peanut.
days where they don't feel good and they're like, "Oh, I don't feel like putting on a show."
Yeah.
That's where they really show their true colors. And I think that's when they really start connecting with people.
Hmm.
You can have like, the perfect lighting and the perfect camera and the mic and blah blah blah, but if you don't have your personality yourself, I feel like a lot of people are just not going to care.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
And
nothing to attach to.
and so like I've always been myself every step of the way. I've tried different things. I've got inspired by different things, but I've always done it my way.
Yeah.
And that's what's helped me. But I encourage other people to be their unique self too.
Which is
Okay.
it's definitely a hard like hurdle
It's
to
hard
come,
to
to come
do.
over. It is hard,
Yeah,
like
because the thing is I have perfectionism too at times. Like I know that because as I was growing up, I was like, oh my god, I have to have a perfect score on my test, or
Yeah.
my dad's gonna be pissed off at me because I'm not good enough. He would tell me how worthless I was if I didn't get an A, and I it would get like
Yeah.
a 99 on a test, and he'd be like, "You suck, you're not good enough," and I'm like, "Whoa,
mm,
that's not okay." So I've
mm,
learned throughout my life, especially like after high school, that life is not perfect. You cannot be perfect in life,
no.
and you just have to roll with the punches, roll with it and figure it out and learn from your mistakes. Like I was talking about earlier, right? I look back at my VODs, god damn. I look at them, I'm like, "Man, I was so off." But I knew I was in time, but all my stuff wasn't in time.
Yeah.
And I knew it wasn't good and it wasn't where I wanted it to be, but that's where I learned over time how to make things better. And I think not to give up. A lot of people give up very easily. I did take a year off break, but that's because I lost my mother.
Which that totally.
And
Yeah, I feel like breaks are 100% acceptable. I was like,
yes,
everyone's always like, everyone's like, oh well, I don't count the break. I was
take
like,
care
no,
of
you
your
count
mental
the
health.
break. You count the break. That is a part of the journey. Like no, like
Yeah.
you can't. Oh, like sometimes you can't do the things that you want to do. Like, but that is a part of the journey because you came back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that.
Oh yeah,
was
good. So
beautiful.
to summarize it, so don't put yourself in a bubble.
Mhm.
Learn from the mistakes and don't give up.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
And be you.
Yes, and be you, please, please be yourself. It gets so
I mean,
harder.
I think being you, yeah, like being you is like a thing, like that's the bubble around those three things that you mentioned, because I don't think you can do those three things if you're not yourself, right?
Yeah.
Like you just like you get lost in the sauce. Like first you have to be yourself to even start doing those three things where
Yes.
Hmm.
where you put yourself outside of the bubble, where you actually are okay with learning, doing and learning from mistakes,
Hmm.
failing and stuff, and where you are okay with just keep going at it and not giving up. I don't think a
Yes.
person that is himself or herself is capable of doing that.
Yeah. Oh, can I say one more thing too?
Of
Of
course.
course.
So being as a content creator, and like say you're in an agency, they like to tell you what you should do.
Yeah.
And I don't like that. I think that you should be able to be who you are and do what you want, because the thing is, they're not watching your streams. They don't control your
They definitely
streams.
don't watch
Now,
it.
yes, there are definitely things that you shouldn't do, but
Yeah.
don't have somebody that doesn't know you, that doesn't know what you're doing, control what you do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
I
yeah.
like
because
that.
like I've had people tell me like, oh well, you're doing it all wrong, and oh this and that. I'm like, I don't see what I'm
Are
doing
you?
wrong.
Yeah.
Like, are you even
Yeah,
watching my stream?
Yeah.
That's what we mentioned before, that like you have to filter these things out, and you have to just, maybe just, maybe it comes through one ear, but you just gotta let it out through another, because
Yeah.
again, it's just waste of time, waste of energy. Who is that person even? And even if you do, like, let's say you're doing your thing, right, and then like someone sponsor contacts you, right, they want to sign a deal with you, and they're saying, okay, so you will have to do these things from now on. Well, it kind of contradicts what's going on right here, because at the end of the day, they would not be contacting you if you would not be doing
Well,
what you
yeah,
did
the
in the
brands is
first
different.
place.
Exactly.
The brands are
Yeah,
totally making
but I'm just
sense.
saying the brand would not be contacting her if she
If you
wasn't
were already doing
being
the right thing.
yeah, herself. Exactly. So
Yeah.
again, and yeah, just one of the episodes we talked about that authenticity, being genuine about what you are, what you post, what you share in stories, like for sponsorship
Yes.
deals. All these things very they matter a lot. So
Hmm.
yeah, that's another thing to pay attention to. If like
100%.
she mentioned, if there you have a brand deal and they're telling you to switch it up, then you have to really consider twice if it's even worth. And again, you
Yes.
might be putting a mask on that's gonna actually drag you away from your success in long
Yeah.
term.
Beautifully
Yeah, I've
said.
done a few like brand deals through like TikTok, TikTok One or something. It's
Yeah,
like
they offer a bunch
the
of them.
program where they like offer you things that you do and you make a video and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And things just seem like very sketchy to me, and I'm like, I don't really like it. That's why I don't really do brand deals, because it's not who I am, and I don't want to represent something that I don't believe in.
Yes, please.
And like
Find
try to
one that you
push
believe
my
in.
community into
Yeah.
it. Like you
Yeah.
shouldn't take brand deals if it's just not who you are.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
and I know that you want to make money and you're like, oh my god, there's all these sponsorships and all this and that. Do them because you want to do it. Don't do it because you feel like you're gonna get money out of it.
Yeah.
Do it because you're
Yeah.
gonna feel good about it, because later on down the road, like say 10 years later, somebody's like, oh, I saw that video of you when you were doing Raid Shadow Legends.
Boom! I knew you were gonna
Yeah.
say it. Yes, I knew it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
Yeah.
Those
There is
dang
one
freaking
exception though.
Stream Element freaking campaigns. Literally, I had a whole argument with someone because they're like, "Oh, well, you're just not doing it right." I was like, "Well, I don't want to make a bunch of people download fucking Village Destroyer or some stupid or Star Trek game." So that I'm like, "No, that sounds terrible," and they know I don't play that.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, there are exceptions, and if someone needs to put a bread on the table,
Yeah, I
you
mean,
might
yeah,
want to
go
consider
for it.
taking
But
the
I'm
deal.
just saying,
Yeah,
people
but
will
again,
be like,
everything
"What
has
the hell are you doing?"
consequences. Yeah, exactly. Everything has consequences. Might not be big consequence, but you not being genuine with your sponsorship deals and promoting stuff that you're not slightly interested in. Again,
Yeah.
maybe you do it once in a while, it might not backfire. But if people your community start noticing that you're doing it like very regularly, it just eventually your community becomes dispersed in the sense that it's like it's not a community no more, because like
Mhm.
what are we anymore?
What you
Like what
stand
are
for
we
is
following? A guy, yeah, a person that likes, like skiing, that never
never
has,
ski.
went to a mountain, or been
Yes.
been at a mountain. Like again, it's just like
No,
Mhm.
I get
Yeah.
it. No,
No, I just had to bring that up because I've
perfect.
had, my agency tell me like, "Oh, well, you need to be really interactive with your chat and you need to be really hyped up." And I'm like,
Already are.
"Excuse me, have you watched my stream? Like,
You're
that's
already
all I
above and
do.
beyond. Yeah.
I'm literally the hypest I can be."
No,
Like, I'm
truly.
hyping up, and I'm saying hi to every single person that comes in
Literally.
the chat.
No,
So
I will take the fall, and I will say 100%. I am still I'm not even at the numbers you are, and I still can't keep track. I'm like, oh my bad. I'm so sorry. I didn't realize that you posted like 10 minutes ago saying what up. My bad.
oh, I also do want to say one more thing, if that's okay. Sorry, I don't know how much
That's
time you
okay.
guys
No,
have.
you're good. You're good.
But this comes to especially being like a woman streamer, that you should protect yourself. It's very important. There are definitely people out there that, you know, you're genuine, you're nice, you're kind, and some people can take you the wrong way and push your boundaries. And that's why I said in the beginning, like, have your boundaries up, because people like to take advantage of you. I've personally have dealt with stalking, bullying, harassment, death threats, things like that.
Jesus.
Just, you know, because I streamed and I had done nothing wrong, but
Yeah.
people like to push, you know, be like, well, I thought we were friends, and that parasocial thing that goes around, you know what I'm talking about?
Friends.
Yeah.
It's like, it blows my mind how people, yes, you are a part of my community. Yes, you are my friend.
Yeah.
But I don't know you, and you don't know me. And I'm not telling you what color my underwear is. And no, I'm not telling you what I'm eating tomorrow. Or no, I'm not telling you where I'm going. Like, you need to calm it down.
That's kind of weird.
You're not you're not obligated to answer anything. It's again about the filtering and what kind of person you are. Some people take it person. Someone is gonna answer and react to every comment and question. Again, you know, it's up to you to decide, you know, if it's gonna affect you, or even if you're gonna pay attention to it, you know. But I think people shouldn't, because at the end of the day, you're just gonna go straight up mental if you're gonna, you know, like, take everything in person. Someone saying, you know, oh, you suck, you don't know how to dance, like, and then you know you're gonna feel about it, and you're gonna be in your head. No, but I mean, as an example. But again, there's the creeps and there's other people.
Yeah, the creeps are the ones, and like they're like stalking is a little
you can
much.
always kick. Listen, you can always kick and ban, and again, it's inevitable. We live in the internet world, and this world is at the moment quite overpopulated. So at the end of the day, you can be the nicest, coolest person in the earth. You're still gonna get many haters, creeps, and weirdos. So just
for real.
Well, now I know. Next time at Comic-Con or TwitchCon, I'm gonna act as a bodyguard as well, because I didn't know you had those kind of problems.
Yeah.
I was like, that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, like, anybody could be going through that, no matter who you are, even
also
if you are famous, even if you're not famous.
Again and again.
You know, and
it's just,
I think it should be talked about. You know, I mean, what happened recently. You know?
Yeah, exactly. I was like, you don't have to be big. You don't have to be. Unfortunately, and that's another thing I always commend. Like, yeah, women have it a little bit harder than we do. Like, yeah, there's some advantages for being a woman, but there is a lot of disadvantages that are actually a lot more terrifying. So it's like,
yeah, more serious.
Make your money, queen, but also please protect yourself, because goddamn, people are crazy.
Yeah. Yes.
But on that note, we are running out of time.
Yes,
but before we end the stream, you do have 1 to 2 minutes, or even more, as long as it takes. Feel free to just give a shout out or two. Let us know what you have, what kind of plans you have upcoming. And stage is yours.
Yeah, where we can find you.
Hi. What's up? Hey guys. So summer again at SummerSkin90 on Twitch, TikTok, and Instagram, and then on YouTube it's official SummerSkin90.
Let's go.
Big shout out to my homeboys, the Fireplays. They are literally my brothers from another mother.
Same.
I stream with them quite often and collab and do different things, acting stuff and more. Fortnite. Also, big shout out to my mods. We got Mary Berry, we got Melanie, we got Rainy, and Nicole, and Joy, and Megan.
Jesus.
Yeah. Oh my, Steven.
Let's go.
all my mods. You know, they really help me. They support me and they protect me.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I'll be streaming later today. It's the 25th.
First night.
And be playing some Animal Crossing and things like that. If not, maybe tomorrow for sure, the 26th.
Yeah. Same. I feel that. Okay.
um but yeah, you catch me 2 to 3 times a week playing Just Dance, to Fortnite, to Animal Crossing, because they had a new update.
Yes.
But yeah, all right, always be kind to others, because you never know what anybody's going through. And I hope you guys have a lovely evening. Thank you for tuning in. I was really happy to be here. Thank you.
Beautiful.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah, no, again, like, it is an honor that you have blessed our fireside and came and sat with us and talked a little bit about who you are, the life that you live. Honestly, you're so inspirational. So, like, I feel like everything you've said, someone can, like, take to heart and learn something from it and grow from it. So thank you so much for blessing us with your presence and telling us a little about your story. It means the world.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much.
Of course. But yeah, no, guys, that being said, thank you guys for watching. This is the Fireside Gamer Chat. Again, I am your host, Commando FTW, BKB, the esports professional, and then of course Summerskin90, one of the coolest people you could ever come across. So please follow her on all the socials and show her some love.
Description below.
You will not regret it. But yes, that being said, thank you guys so much. That is it for the Fireside. We will holler at you guys next time. Be good, be easy, love one another, and stay safe.